Hi everyone. So today we're talking about how to design an effective onboarding screen. And at the end of this tutorial, we're going to design three onboarding screens for NFT or Web3 products. So let's get started, and I'll try to explain what an onboarding process is. If you just follow me, we'll get started to it. So onboarding is a collection of strategies and exchanges intended to reassure users and provide a basic overview of the product. Onboarding is a step in a lengthier journey that begins in the App Store and ends with the user doing the first major retention correlated action in your app. This is what the material design guide explains, or a summary of what it explains. So, onboarding is that step by step process where you are welcomed into a new app. Onboardings are usually what happens when you are using an app for the first time if you are a new user into when you get on a mobile app. In onboarding, people try to we try to educate the users about what the app will be about and how to use it. Why? Because many users do not forgive when they get into products, but they want to understand an idea of how to go around the app when they get into it, what to expect and what to see. When you are doing onboarding, you make sure that what you are designing is what the product has in its features. So to create good onboarding screens, you have to understand three goals. And the first one is greeting, the second one is information, and the third one is engagement. So in these three goals, you have to first of all welcome the users into the mobile app. Let them know that they are in this app and that you care about them. So you welcome them into the app and say welcome and this and that and that. The next thing is information. We are a app that does this and that. Then engagement. Let them know where to find this feature or find this particular product. Let them know about the unique selling point of the app in these three steps. So in onboarding, you don't have to you have to do a few things. It's for first time users, which means that if I've logged into the app for the first time already and I log in a second time, I do not get to see anything about the onboarding screen again because I've already been educated. Onboarding is just like a tutorial guide that shows new users what to expect in an app. In onboarding, you don't use too many screens. You just make sure you have three screens. So in three screens, explain what you need to do, then also apply catchy illustrations that go hand in hand with the copy and the text. Make sure the copy is focused and readable. So we're going to look at some apps. Let's start with one of the ones I did some months ago for a crypto platform. This is my onboarding, decentralized platforms, and I just got basic shapes. I got crypto shape and I added it and came up with this one. Then we have this one and we have this. I just rotated it to different corners and put them here. I will share every place where I found these assets to you so you can know how to also get them. We can also look at other NFT apps here and look at this one and see how it works crypto. So many times when people are making onboarding screens, they make this mistake. They decide to say, oh, I'm creating an app for a bookstore, and they make sure the illustration is about books. It doesn't have to be about books. It doesn't have to be about. It could just be something abstract. It could be a line icon or a line illustration. It doesn't exactly have to be, you know, the actual thing itself. Just a way to explain your product. This one says track your crypto. Then it shows a coin and it shows all this nice illustration and a spotlight. Also, in good onboarding screens, you must show the steps. How many steps am I seeing? You can see this is string one. We're seeing a dot next and another dot. So this is a three-step onboarding screen. In the next thing we see explore best coins and fast optimization. Here they're educating the users of what to expect in the app. So these are onboarding screens, and this is another example of an onboarding screen. Saving is now easier, more practical, and safer with Adakita. So you can see this illustration showing this. Most times these illustrations are custom made. Large companies have designers who are graphic designers and illustrators who specifically make these arts for the specific companies. For many of us, we have to find our illustrations on the internet that are already designed. I will show you where to find some of these ones, and I will drop some of them in the link down below. We can also see this one and see how it was done. It was custom designed, just basic shapes. And you can see this one for a food platform. This is an onboarding for food. And we can then now move to NFT products and see the 3D crypto wallet. You know, it's telling us that this particular app, when you log into the app, it is a trusted platform for crypto investment, easy to get your investment profits, and it is fully decentralized. Some of these are also created using tools like Blender, Spline, Rive, Womp. These are softwares that they use to create custom 3D graphics. Then we look at this one also and see keys, the key, your keys, your crypto. Then it also shows us Bitcoin, all your crypto in one place, private synchronization, and I don't know what this one represents, but probably represents speed, that you can buy and sell with speed and accuracy. Then we see this one also, and this one and this one. These are all onboarding screens, and we've already spoken about all this. I said we have to greet. There's information, explain what it is, an engagement, and I have explained all the rules to what an onboarding screen should have. Next thing, we should look at a bit of examples and explore some illustrations, and let's look at some illustrations and some examples. So here we have this particular website. Medium.com is a website for getting content and reading about design. So we can see an example of an onboarding screen for a guitar app. It shows the guitar, it tells you what to do. The next one we see is Zeta, and this is for a fintech product. This interaction is very, very catchy. The user has to wait and understand what it is about. Then we have animated onboarding screens. You can use Lottie files, to create animated ones, or you can custom create your own yourself. If you have an an Adobe Effects, After Effects designer in your company, you can also learn to do that. Then you can just use simple, basic stuff. Sometimes you can add multiple shapes together to give you the effect you're looking for. You can see this. These are all examples of onboarding screens. These are all examples of onboarding screens. It tells you welcome, a browse, and ready set. Yeah. So let's go to the next thing. I like this particular design. It even explains it. Use shapes to decorate your designs. Combine shapes. Animate shapes. These are all very, very good examples of this. So now the website to get your illustrations from could be Figma, and there's this particular set I am thinking I would try today. I think I should do a 3D illustration first of all, but then there are platforms here, and I will just show us how to use each and every one of them, and I will also send the links below. So there's this website called Morflax. You can create your own 2D into 3D dimensions and custom animate your designs with morflax.com. And we have 3dicons.com. I don't know why I can't find anyone for now, but I wouldn't be going down into it. Then we have tools.design. It's a website for finding illustrations free and paid, as you can see, to show you the ones that are free and the ones that are paid. Yeah. Then we have flaticons.com. You can also get illustrations and icons from this website. Then this one, I used this one for my design here. I would show that to you now. I used Shapefest. I used Shapefest to design all these icons. I got them from Shapefest. So I use Shapefest, and I got these icons from Shapefest. If we take a look at it now, you would see that all these ones are from Shapefest. It has a collection of assets that you could always, you know, get. Their 3D icons, and I made them and just combined two out of it together. You would find Shapefest on the Shapefest website. On the Shapefest website, you could go through them and you find different types you want. They're all free. You know, you can get plastics for social media icons. And combine them together. They don't have to be particularly, for that industry. They just have to be catchy and nice. And next thing we have is, oh, I have to load everything again. So next thing we have Streamline HQ. Here you can also get icons and illustrations for your design. They have a Figma link where they have some of their designs on here, and you can find it here. So this is Streamline's Figma link. I would attach the link in the comment section. All this could be used for different sections of your designs. It could be used for your onboarding screen, as long as you can find the right words to attach to it. This is the plugin, and that's what it looks like. So next we have DrawKit. In DrawKit you can also find free and paid illustrations for your NFT and your designs. You're doing a store, you could have all these ones for your store, and we have a lot of them. Okay, while they are all loading, we can just you could go to the crypto page or just search crypto in Figma community, and you would find many fantastic ideas to use. Some of these people who post them on the community are selling some of them, and some are free, so you have to spend a lot of time trying to find the right ones. And I think I will just I will use this one for my design today. I will use this one for my for my page and the design I'm making today. A few other ones we have are this one. It's paid, but they have NFT assets you could always use. So a lot of this thing lies in you just coming online to just search for it yourself, and just go to your Figma community. Okay, this is the Figma community. And just searching for basic stuff like this one. I opened this one with this here, and I have all these shapes. You can always just come and get this one. You decide to go with a particular style, you must follow that style all through. And blobs, metallic, are all styles you can do. I just searched for the word abstract, and I found many styles to use from. So this is how to get illustrations for your design. I will now go ahead and show you how I can work with some of them and do multiple designs. I should do about 6 designs in this video tutorial, so you can see how to use 2 different styles to achieve a purpose in this work. So I will drop a link down to most of these platforms, even the one I failed to mention in this tutorial, because I'm still very new at this recording for YouTube thing. I'm not a pro yet. Once I become a pro, I would have everything in order. This is another one by icons8.com. They have all these assets and stuff. So yes, let's get started. I think I should first do one with 3D, and I'll do a normal regular design. So let's get back to Figma. and get started. So first of all, we want to make, this is weird, let's make a new window, and I will call, I do not know what is wrong with my internet. This is so weird. Okay, so let's go ahead and design a mobile app. I mean, an onboarding screen rather. So we design an onboarding screen here, and we'll just choose our frame and choose our phone size and choose iPhone 14. And the plan is to use 3D assets. I would like to use a color palette also. I think we should try color palette. I like colors a lot, so I would use, usually it's I would want to use a dark screen, but I would want to use a light design also. You know what, let's just stick to white and black for this design. And so we can do, let's give our app a name. I would say onboard crypto. I will say on crypt. So this will be our app name. We can change to Clash Display or any font you have that you feel would be great, and we could just add it as black and just bring it into this place. We could just simply take this one as a reference, you know, and then I would show you how to work around designing our NFT. So this is let's also understand what we're designing. The NFT app we're trying to design is one where a person is you know, you can get on the app, browse for portfolios and NFT products, and also you can also trade and sell. So the first one will be a welcome screen. Welcome onboarding screen. Trade crypto screen. Onboarding. And the third one is trade and sell. Let's call this trade and sell. So we'll show trading and selling. Trading. Well, trading is actually buying and selling anyways. So the third one will be security. Secure. So let's just work on the text and say, okay, welcome to your let's use 40. Welcome to your most reliable crypto marketplace. This is a lot of text, I think. This is a lot of text. Welcome to your crypto marketplace. I will do this instead and just do 32 and change this, and then would have a subtext under. I would say let us say we'll change this also to Mukhtar. Mukhtar comes with every laptop, every computer, so you just find it there. I don't like the spacing between these two. I will just reduce the space and move from semi-bold to regular. We are your first and quickest bet to finding cryptocurrencies and NFT tokens. Make sure that the copywriting works with what the app would be. Do not create an app and see you have NFT tokens and they would not find NFT tokens on the app. Then I want to de-escalate this text a bit by going, a bit darker, lighter. I mean, the next thing we can do, create a button and say next, and move this here and just give it Shift A on your computer. Press Shift A to give it an auto layout. Then the auto layout section, now give it 24 padding left and right. This you can always, this is left and right for auto padding. Then top we give it 12, top and bottom. Then we give it a button and a stroke of green. Should we use green or should we use red? No, I do not see any of this. I would try and use this one and make this blue. Let's see if we can work with blue. And I want to increase the button and do 48 instead, left and right. Give it a border radius of 8, and we could have it here at the center. Have the text here. We could decide to have this one here under next. We could have it at the corner, and we could also have another one that says skip. It says skip. Mostly put a skip button because some people would have installed the app before, they understand the onboarding process, so they don't want to read it a second time, so you always put the skip there. Some people are very impatient, so you might just want to consider them. I can just use this amount of, and because we always want people to read every time, we are going to de-escalate the color of this skip button, and just change this to a lighter variation. So this could be the skip. You could decide to remove the border completely, just add it here. Anyone works depending on you. This is just a rough work anyways, so we'll just drag this to the bottom and just bring to the bottom. So I said the next screen will be for trade crypto screens, so we'll just duplicate this too, and I'll just come here and auto layout it. Shift A, the space between to be 18, that's fine. I would also do, let's start with using a grid. I should not be lazy. I should just always do my grid and do 6 and do 24 for my margin, left and right margin. So this one starts from here and the top will be 30. This is actually a very, very small logo. This is too large. Usually there's not always logo there. I'll put this to the corner and put this to the, and I will also Shift A plus this and also Shift A here and do 48. Then I can add plus 8 again. Yes, you can also do additions in this, so we have 56 top and bottom. So I will then move this here to the second screen, and for the third screen I will have another one, but this time around I will delete the skip button, because by the time you get to the third part you don't want to have a skip, you just do get started, and instead I'll make this button full width and change it to get started. Yeah, so by the time you get to the third screen, you're already getting ready to log into the app. So I said trade crypto, so buy and sell the best crypto in the metaverse, in the cryptoverse. So then you write an explanation. Bitcoin, Doge coin, we got you covered. Shop all you want and need right here. So this is the second screen. Third screen we set secure. We secure and encrypted. So this platform is actually secure and encrypted, where we just centralize this, secure and encrypted. We are protected with I don't know what this is, ISO and other technologies that aid privacy and data security. These are just words I came up with right now, right here. I used to be a writer, so I know some of this stuff. So now for the welcoming onboarding screen, we need to just find something, and I said we already have some assets. I will just pull them in now and pull them from our design. Yes, so I will pull out a few. Copy. I'm copying it. I am bringing it into this place. This is it. Just wait for the network to load and everything to show up. So I want to have a few crypto here, and I will just take this first one. It's actually an image. Interesting. Oh, okay, it's not. So I will then take this one, pull it out, and this one. On group. Why is it still showing me this? On group. On group. And on group this three. I'll pull all these three together and just make a shape. Yes, I know it's boring at this point, so you can just enjoy the process. It doesn't matter. Now that I'm here, I would, I pressed key to get this particular icon showing a double arrow. You have to just press key on your computer. I pressed key and I'll just drag it here. Then I'll turn off this with, turn off the key and just get back into this design and just I could decide to then add shapes like circles, or other things to make it look finer. I'll just create a circle. I've had this idea for a while now, and I will do. You know what? I'm going to use another method, and I'll draw a frame instead because I have a plan, and I will change the entire radius to 600. Okay, it has to be the same size. So if I do 250, I'll do 250 for height. Good. At 600 radius. Then I will make a noise and do noise plugin. I need to create some noise in my design. I will increase the density to this and just have it's brought here. I could then experiment a bit and just don't mind me, I'm not very pleased always pleased with my instant design, so I like to then use blue. I would use the blue we used for our initial design, or use a similar color. I would then chuck it into my design and push to the back. Okay, so I don't think I like the blue, so I would find another color and move it to yellow instead. Good, I like this. background created, and I'll bring it here again. So we've done the first screen. Second screen is trade and crypto. So we need to find an icon for trading, and one of the websites I would use would be here. So I would just say trade. I could just find I would just come back and find I would like to come back and find something different. Maybe I would find I would like to change the color to green. Yes, I think I like the green instead. Sorry, I didn't plan this design. I just designed it live here, so this is practical and it would help everyone. So we could just draw kit is a plugin for finding designs, also for finding illustrations. So we could just run draw kit. I do not like how the network makes me wait so long, and instead I shall find myself one of the icons in my design, and I will drag it into this is cryptocurrency also. It would have been best if I could find more stuff to use here, but I do not have the luxury of time, so I'll just place this two designs I got from the Figma community, and I'm going to just turn it to the side. This could represent going out and going in. I would just do I do not want it to get inside, so I would, to not let it get into the shape, I just hold spacebar. I would also drag this one into I'll drag it into this frame. One hold spacebar so it doesn't enter into this frame. You hold spacebar. So yes, but this green is affecting this color, so I'll just change it to something else. Good. I like the contrast of all these three designs. The next one is secure and encrypted. So I want to have like a shield icon here. We could always go to this, and we could just search at the community, and we could search for 3D illustrations. 3D. I need a shield. I could always go to freepik.com to find something good. I could always go to find something good at this platform. Shield. So the idea is to find a 3D shield that represents and show that I am trying to protect, protect the assets. I could instead come here and just keep checking and checking and checking. I would like to open this one, and it should load. So I found a shield to use. We could use this shield. I will now go ahead to download it. But now the problem with freepik.com is that I also have to edit the design. always have to edit it sometimes in Adobe Illustrator. So I shall be downloading this and editing it in Adobe Illustrator. So I have gone ahead to download the illustration, and when I downloaded it and opened it in Adobe Illustrator, I didn't edit anything. I just selected everything and control copied and control pasted here. So in control pasted here, I could use either of these two icons. They also fit into what we're trying to do. And sometimes what I like it is that I can always edit it to fit the color of the brand I'm trying to work on. So I will just keep changing the colors of some of them, especially for this one. There are 74 other colors in this design, so I have to change everything one by one. So I've gone ahead to copy this particular design out, and I'm showing you it's showing you all the layers in the vector. This is a vector file. So several vectors were created to create this particular effect and show the shadow. So sometimes you have to be good at manipulating designs and color. So I'll click on this, and this is showing a vector here. I'll scroll to the top, then I'll just turn this off. I don't need that, to be honest, and I could just even delete it, and I've deleted. I know this is showing rough edges because it's an image, but then I will make adjustments to any part that seems to need adjustment. I may not have to change the color of any of this star. I will just leave this the way we have it here. Then I would use K to scale and increase the size and push it into my frame. Then I will bring our lovely noisy background. You know, it gives a very nice effect. I'll push to the back with Ctrl plus backward brackets, and I would change the color to something more, you know, in tune with what we are trying to do. I like this color though, but it doesn't work in my buttons, so I'm going to do something different. Is this working? Is this working? This seems to work. I'll then move over here and just keep playing till I get a color that works. I could just simply go back to K and reduce the size and just have it stay here. So I think this is all we should be able to do today. I will then change the colors for this. I'll select all these three with shift and change the color of the blue back to black. I think black is better, or something deeper that works. Yes, it looks better. That blue was really terrible. So next thing, we could just do a simple auto layout. I make prototype and prototype the button, the next button to the next button, the next page. Oh, do not forget you need to have a back icon, a back arrow here. So we'll just use clay icons. Let's use clay icons. Oh, there's no clay icon. Icon, lucid icon is fine. Let's use a lucid icon. There are many types to use. Lucid icon, phosphor icon. Then I'll do arrow. We need the back arrow, and the back arrow we'll be using with this one. Good. So we have this arrow here. We could just simply place it in this design. No, sorry, I need to move back here. I need to move here. Yes, so sometimes the person on the app might want to move back, so we come back here, we do this. This should actually go here, so we go backward, and then this should go here, you know, and then we have our next going forward and our next going forward, and this going back, and this, yeah. So then we could start by, you know, remove this, trying to prototype this. So this is what we have, you know, when you try to prototype, and then we click on next, it changes and go next. So let's go back and, you know, adjust what it looks like. So from design, go to prototype, and we can change the device to iPhone 14 Plus, and let's wait for the effect to take. Let's change the background to something, you know, and change the color of the iPhone frame to red or blue, depends on us, you know. So let's wait for it to load. Press R to restart. So we could then look at this and see it. I chose the iPhone 14 actually, not the 14 Plus, iPhone 14, and then we looked at it here, and this is what it looks like. And we can always just, you know, go to the next. Get started will take you to the home screen. You can go back. Okay, this is not working, and we look at why is this not working. Oh, it's not connected to anything. We go back here and we try, and this is our onboarding screen designed in Figma. Something like this. I will just keep going down better. So yes, this is how to do your onboarding screen in Figma.